everybody, this is Melanie. Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie. I hope everybody's doing good today. Today we are going to continue on in the Maymay Made album, and I'm just going to get right into it because I have not pre-cut anything. I thought I would take you along for the ride today. So we are doing the third signature. So this is a little sneaky peek of some inserts we're going to be doing. That's going to be so much fun. Okay, so we've done all this, and now we are going to be doing the inside of the third signature. Okay, so we did the waterfalls here, and now we're going to do the inside. I've done the right side. We're going to mirror it and do the left side, and then on the back of that signature, all I did was put down a piece of pattern paper, and this is 7 3/4 by 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this. All right, so let me tell you what you need. This is all. First, what we're going to do is cut the background sheet. All right, so this is going to be the base of the page. This is the mat for the base of the page, and we are going to cut this at 7 3/4 by 10. And what I like to do is I like to flip it first and do the 10 inches. Let me see what that looks like. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the 10. Let's cut that. Don't get rid of this. And now we're going to do the 7 3/4. All right, 7 3/4. So this is your base page. This is the base, the mat for the base. And it's 7 3/4 by 10. Okay, I'll just put that right there. All right, so we're done with this. We're going to put this to the side. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to build our flips. Okay, so this is going to be the middle flip, and this is just a basic sheet of white cardstock. Okay, now we are going to cut this at 6 1/2 by 7 1/2. So let's go 6 1/2 by 7 1/2. Right? Let me double check this real quick because we are going to measure this. 7 1/2. I want to make sure that I have this right. I do because we're going to be doing 4 by 7s in this. I do believe. Hang on. So this is going to be 5 1/2. So we need to do it at 6. Okay. So the white flap, the white flap is going to be 6 1/2 by 7 1/2. I feel like I've messed up, y'all. All right, so now we are going to score this at a 1/2 inch. Okay, let's start over. Let's start over. I'm going to just bring you along for the ride, okay? So what we're doing is we're doing this piece right here, and I think I did the measurement wrong. So let's just bring this in here. I'll show you what we're going to do. So this is the flap right here. So we're doing the base. So the base right here measures 5 1/2. And then we are adding a 1/2 inch score. So for this to be 5 1/2, we need to do 6. And this is going to be 6 by 7 1/2. I had it messed up. So the white flap is going to be 6 by 7 1/2. Yes. Okay, so let's get our paper back again. We're going to go 6 inches. Right? By 7 1/2. Now this trimmer actually has a scoring blade in it, so I'm just going to use it. So I'm going to flip it back over on the 6-inch side, and I'm going to score that at a 1/2 inch. Okay, let's score this. Perfect, that's exactly what I needed. All right, so this is 6 by 7.5, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch on the 6-inch side right there. So that's what's going to be our flap. Okay, so now we need 2 mats for this, and I've got some scraps here and I'm going to use them. So we know that this is 6 inches, so this needs to be 5 3/4, right, by 7.5. I'm gonna see if any of this work. By 7 1/4. Okay, so 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. And you need 2 of these. So 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. Right, and that is going to go right here. So we need 2 of these. And I think I'm going to have to cut another piece. I am. All right, so we need 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. So let's go 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. Okay, so this is your flap. Your flip, your flap, whatever you want to call it. All right, so we have that. Let's put that to the side. Let's see if I'm going to be able to get this right. Okay, so now we're going to be doing, we're calling this a flip. Now we're going to be doing 2 flaps. All right, so I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm bringing you again on the ride. So I know I want a matted 4x6 photo to be here, right? So I want this area to be 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. All right. So in order for that to happen, I have to cut it 6 1/4 wide, but long ways we have to add a 1/2 inch because we're scoring it to make that flip, right? So 4 1/4, we want to add a 1/2 inch, so it's 4 3/4. So we need 2 sheets cut at 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, so and I got that right here, 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this 6 1/4. Let me come in here. All right, there's 6 1/4. This particular, let's see if I got that right. I did. All right, so 6 1/4, right? So now we need to cut it at 4 3/4. So you're going to go 4 3/4, and we're going to cut one again, 4 3/4. And then on that 4 3/4 side, we're going to score a 1/2 inch. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to score a 1/2 inch. All right. And I think we are done with the trimmer. God, I need to trade this out. It's so dirty. I'm so sorry. But that's okay. All right. So now there's a couple of things we need to do. This is what we got. All right, first thing we need to do is ink the edges. So here's my ink. How's everybody doing today? It's been a little bit hectic of a week. My work schedule, I had to work an extra day, and we're winding down. A lot of changes coming for me as far as work is concerned. And I'm excited about the change. I'm nervous about the change. You know, I'm 52 years old, so, you know, change at this age can be kind of hard sometimes, right? All right, so and I have been playing with inserts, y'all. And I want to finish this up because I want to get these inserts done. I want to. So this video, we're doing this and probably the back of the book, and then we're going to do the front covers and then all the inserts. Okay. I did pull from my stash as far as cardstock, the solids were concerned, because I ran out. I just didn't have enough. So I just pulled out what I had that matched it as close as possible. And they're different textures, but I think they still go pretty good. Okay. I ink the back side too. You don't have to do this. This is just something that I've gotten a habit of doing. I really, on certain albums, I really like it. And like I said, if you make any mistakes, it hides it. So, okay. All right, so show you what we're going to do. We're going to build on this page for right now. We're going to, so what I need, we need to put double stick tape, and I'm going to use double stick tape and glue. So, now this paper is textured. One side's textured, one side's not. So I want to make sure that I'm using the same side. So whatever's facing up and whatever's facing down is the same. Okay, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put some sticky tape. Now I am using double stick tape, and I will be using some glue as well. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put the flaps and adhere it to the background paper like that. Okay. So let's see here. Do I have my pokey tool to get this off? And I do, but I've not burnished that down enough. Make sure you burnish this down, or you're going to have a mess just like I just did. Okay, and now I am going to put a little bit of glue just to give me a little bit of leeway on this. Okay, I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to eyeball it the best I can. So I'm going to bring this up, bring this down, and I'm just going to scooch it over to where I feel like it's the center. And that's all you're going to do. Right there. And now you got your flap. See? Now, I am going to take a ruler and I'm going to butt this up. And I'm just going to come down here and very lightly make a mark. Just so I can see it. Just so I can see where I'm going with this. And now we're going to take this off. Ah! And we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to flip it though. And I have a little mark there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that up with that mark. Do you see that little mark I have there? And that way I have it pretty even. Pretty even. Well, unless you move it. Okay. All right. Did I get that all the way down? I did not. Hang on a second. This is why I like using a little bit of glue, because I did not get that all the way down. So I'm just going to pull this up just a little bit. See that line? I want it on that line. Okay. There. There we go. And there's our first set. Now let's see where that is. Okay. Now let's bring the book over. Let me show you what we're going to do. When we put this in the book, I want these two inserts to mirror each other exactly. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to put this in where I think it needs to go. That looks pretty good to me. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. And I'm going to take that pencil and I'm going to make a little mark and a little mark. Okay, so we know that's where that's going. All right, so let's bring this over. And we're going to bring a little bit of liquid glue in here. And we're going to do the exact same thing just on the side. So let me open this up. And we're going to line this up right about there, coming right outside that score line just a little bit, making sure it's folding, and there we go. There we go. All right, so you're going to go like this, and like this. All right, so let's get these pencil marks out of here. Let's hope I can get these off. Yeah. Just do them lightly, okay? All right, so next thing we got to do is magnets. We are doing magnets on this. So let's bring this back over. Okay. All right, so how do I have this? Okay. All right, so let's bring some magnets. Got some magnets and some caps. We call these magnet savers. I got these off Amazon. If I can find them, I'll link them because I love these. All right, so what we're doing, we are putting this down about right there. So I need 2 magnets. Okay, we're going to do 2 magnets. All right, let's flip this over. About right there. All right, so all I'm doing is lifting this and we're going to bring it here. All right, so let's bring one there, and all I'm going to do is add a little bit of liquid glue. I'm going to flip that over. Ah. Flip that over, and we're going to put a little bit of tape on this baby. Okay, so we know we got one there. Okay, so now holding this here, I'm going to do another one. Where'd they go? I know this is just how I do it. Okay, so we're going to go about right. Well, that is not lined up right. That is not lined up right at all. Yeah, about right there. Okay. So we're going to go. See, there's a magnet here that it's wanting to attach to, and I don't want it to attach to that magnet. So I'm going up here. So we are going about right here. So I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to put that there. Right there. And I'm going to glue this thing down. Okay, now we can lift this up, and we're going to go ahead and glue our base page down. Okay. And I am going to be using some fabric tack. I go around the edges really good. Okay. Again, you can use whatever glue you like. I'm going to come up here, line this up. All right. All right, now this is where we have to think a little bit. Okay, so I wish I hadn't went that high up on that. Oh well. Okay, that's not where I want that. I want this up here. Okay, so these are going to go here. Ugh. Let me see something. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down. A little bit of glue down. If you're doing this, I would bring this magnet down a little bit. I messed that up, but I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to do magnet surgery, but I always like doing it a little bit lower. Not necessarily that high up, but you know what? It's just going to... It is going to have to do. And the reason I'm using all these magnets is because I really want this to stick. I want this to stick, stick, stick. I don't want any issues. Alright, so now this piece we're going to bring over. And on this piece, I'm just going to use a magnet saver. And I'm only going to be able to use one because of the way I did this. Guys, that makes me so mad. Let me see here. Let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah, perfect. So all I'm going to do, I can't do that. Look, I'm out of tape. All right, let's just do this. I'm going to pull this over, and I'm just going to there. Alright, and now you got this. That'll stay there. So, look. And then, there you go. And see, both of these. I like that. You know, most of the time we do the flaps on the outside. I wanted to do it on the inside. I just thought it would be something different. So, I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and glue these down. I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac to glue these down. I can't wait to start decorating this book. I'm getting very anxious to do it. All right, now I'm leaving these shown because I don't know if I'm going to put pictures here or something else, so that's okay for right now. I'm not worried about it. Right, now we're going to glue this down. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, there's Kitty. Hello, Kitty. Hello, little kitty. All right, now we're going to do the back really quick. I'm going to go ahead and get this back cover done. Let's see here. Our back cover is 8.5, so I need 8 1/4 by 10 1/4. So 8 1/4 by 10 1/4. All right. I've laid out papers for this area, the back. I've saved some sheets. Let's see. I really love this. I can't decide if I want this on the back or if I want it on the front. What do you think? I think I'm going to go with this on the back. We got those cut aparts. What else do we have over here? Do we have anything else? Let's see. Oh, we do. Okay. I got this beautiful sheet too. I'm wondering if we do that and bring that over and then do the... I think that's what we're going to do. This one. I wish you guys were here. Which color? We're going to go with this one. And then on the front, we're going to have some florals. We got some beautiful green. We're going to be doing a lot of layering on the front. Can't wait to do the front. Can't wait to do the front. I am excited. Okay. So let's cut this 8 1/4. So the first thing I'm going to do is go this way and do the 10 1/4. I like doing my large cut first. 10 1/4 by 8 1/4. Okay. The back is just going to be left flat. I'm not doing anything special on the back. The spine, I might do something special with the spine. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and cut that spine out. Okay. So this is a 3-inch spine. Right, is this 3 or 2? Let's see, what is this spine? Oh no, it's 2 3/4. So we need 2.5 inches. So let's just get this right here. Let's see, this is the same sheet, and we know it's the correct length because we just cut it. So now we need 2.5, and it does. Perfect. 2.5. Okay. All right, now let's just glue these down. Use some Fabri-Tac. Making sure I get the edges. Now you could use double stick tape here as well. Whatever you prefer. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. All right. Now we're just going to lightly, I don't want a lot of glue seepage. And this is going to go right there. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. All right. Okay. There we go. There you go, right there. Now we got the back. And so all we like is this front cover. So let's just do a little quick rundown. I got a picture here. So we got this pocket, and we're going to be adding some inserts here. Pictures obviously here. Then this opens. We got some flips. You flip it over. We have our gatefold, or our gates that open up. Here we got a double belly band. We got to do some inserts for that. Then we have a side loading pocket, and then this opens up both sides, and you have a pocket. a flip. And isn't that cool? And those mirror each other, so it's the same on both sides. So let me show you something. Shoot. See, it's designed right for the picture. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is going to be so pretty. These colors matched her wedding to perfection. All right, now we have our waterfall that we have to decorate. But look, all these 4x6 photos will fit all the way down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got enough places for 10 photos there. Here, photos will fit perfectly. Perfectly. This right here will fit a 5x7. Or whatever else we want to do with it. Okay. All right, and then it just does the same thing. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, finally. And I want to show you something. I had a comment. If I know Regina's watching this, I hope she hears this part of it, but she was talking about messing up, and I want to show you something. I have been working on this album for months, and when I say months, months and months and months, and I was really doing good. And then I got a new printer. Now this is a Genevieve Designs template. So this book I've made with her templates. So the idea is that you print it and trace it and you build the album that way. So I got a new printer. And when I printed the pages to finish this up, the printer doesn't print the same way. The measurements are not the same. They're off just a little bit. Well, I was making it work. Isn't this album going to be beautiful? I was, making it work, and then I got to the last page, and guys, when this happened, I shut the book. I've shut it. I just got it out the other day to fix it because there was no way I'm starting over on this album. I have spent so much time on this album, and you can see that just by everything that's done. It's so pretty. It's such a beautiful album. But let me show you something. We all mess up. And that's the morals of the story. I want you to look at this. Do you see the wrinkling right here? Look at that. First of all, it was the glue. And it wrinkled all this. I mean all this. And I can't take it apart. I might take it apart. But I'm not going to take it apart because I'm going to try to make it work. So I'm going to try to get these wrinkles out as best as I can and try to fix this situation. Something else that I did when I put it down, instead of doing it under here or this being longer, okay, when I printed it, it made it shorter all the way around. So you can see, look right here. Right there is your fin, right there's your signature, and that is supposed to come over here, and it didn't. And I made a mess of this signature. So I have one or two options: tearing this out and completely redoing it, and I don't want to do that because of the paper. I went through this whole book, and my paper is limited now. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I tear this out and start over or just try to fix it the best of my ability. And you know what? This is for my son. This is for Beth and Brandon. They went on a trip to Colorado, and they took a train ride that was just stunning. And to me, this book just screams train ride. I don't know why, but it does. The colors, the mysteriousness of it. So I know that they're not going to look at this book and just rip me to shreds because of this one area right here. I just don't think they're going to do that. Or at least not to my face, right? But I wanted to show you guys, we all make mistakes. I mean, this whole last signature is a disaster. And I think I've decided I'm leaving it in the book. I'm going to try to cover it and just disguise it as best I can. I actually thought about bringing out my little mini press and seeing if I could press it down a little bit. But you can see the warpage. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Whenever I decide and I fix it, I'll let you know. But the moral of the story is we all mess up. And I got so upset, I just shut the book. And this book has been shut since Christmas. This book, it was right before Christmas the last time I worked on it because I wanted to get it done for them for Christmas. And I just had to shut the book. I couldn't get it done because I was so frustrated over this. So I'll let you know what I wind up doing to fix it. And I'll show you, of course. But I just wanted to show you that we all mess up and we all make mistakes. And you saw the mistakes I've made making this album. You know, putting the magnet in the wrong place just now is a little bit too far up. And that's okay. The only person that's going to know that is me. And the only person that's going to know your mistakes is you. Unless you point them out. So don't point them out. Just move on. Just keep going. Practice. And it doesn't make perfect, but it does get you better. So you just keep practicing, and each album you make, each fold you fold, each pocket you make, each flip you make, you will get better and better and better. Alright guys, I hope you like this video, and I can't wait to see you again. We're going to finish the front covers next, and then we're going to do all the inserts and the decorating. Thank you for watching. Bye.